Brought to you by 1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet. In this video, we're going to show you how to remove and replace a headlight, the whole headlight assembly, as well as we show you how to replace the bulbs on this 2002 Ford Focus, same as any 2000 to 2004. Tools you'll need: flat blade screwdriver, 10mm socket and ratchet and extension, and a Phillips screwdriver. The passenger side, you usually can replace the bulb without removing the headlight assembly. The driver's side, it's a little easier if you have large hands, as I do, to replace or to remove the whole assembly. Okay, start by using a flat blade screwdriver, and there's 4 little retaining clips. You just pry up the middle part of the retaining clip, and then you can pull the whole thing right out. And again, there's 4 of them. And once you pull those clips out, then you can pull that air intake up a little bit and pull the plastic trim shield off. Okay, now you want to remove the grill by removing 4 bolts. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and we'll fast forward through this. I'm using a 10mm socket with a ratchet and an extension to remove those bolts. The grill comes off, and you can twist these sockets counterclockwise. Or just unplug them. Okay, now your headlight is held on by 2 10mm bolts, one there, one up here, and then a Phillips screw. And you can see that this car's had a little damage. This is broken here, and that's broken down there as well. And actually, somebody did a quick job of fixing that up. Okay, and as we commonly do, I'll speed up through just taking those bolts out using a 10mm socket with a ratchet and extension, and obviously a Phillips screwdriver for that other screw on the fender. Okay, and now the headlight comes right up and out. There's a harness connection here. Push down on a little tab and disconnect it. Now for the driver's side, your headlight is right back here if you're just looking to change the bulb. Okay, there's a tab right here. You push in and up, which allows your bulb to come out. Okay, you don't want to touch the bulb. Disconnect it and reconnect it. The reason you don't want to touch the bulb is you don't want the oil from your hands getting on it, because it'll actually cause the bulb to burn out. Okay. Bulb back in, push the retaining pin down and in. Okay, so here's our new light from 1AAuto. You can see nice and clear. It comes with this retaining pin for shipping. I'm going to use a pair of nub nose pliers here to remove these wire ties. Then it comes with a boot. Okay, just pull the plastic kind of off the bottom a little bit. OE harness plugs right in. So now this car was hit a little bit, so put it in. Underneath here, you can see that little tab sticking down. There's a square hole. That's where that tab goes into. So I've got it lined up here. And I'm just going to kind of push back on the bottom of the light. Okay, and pop it into place. Okay. I'll put my 10mm bolt in here. Here. And screw over here. Okay, now I'm just going to use my 10mm socket ratchet extension, tighten up those two 10mm bolts, and then use my Phillips screwdriver to tighten up the screw on the fender. And on this vehicle I didn't tighten it up all the way because the fender is bent out a little bit, and if I had tightened it up it would have probably broken the tab. So you can do things like that on your own as your car might need. Reinstall the grille. If you're looking to change these parking lights, they just pull out of the sockets and back in. They go into the sockets and then turn clockwise. Make sure you get them all the way in the sockets first. Okay. Go back in place. Start your bolts. Okay, and fast forward as I tighten up these bolts, and you want to tighten them up snug. They don't have to be extremely tight because you are putting the bolts into plastic, so you don't want to strip it. Okay, now your plastic trim goes in. Make sure these tabs go under the grill. Okay, and then these pins push. In and push that down, and then you reinstall the rest of the clips or pins and you should be all set. And now you can see with that grill installed how much nicer that new headlight looks as compared to the kind of faded out and clouded passenger side. So, gonna have to replace both of them. We hope this helps you out. Brought to you by www.oneauto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet. Please feel free to call us toll free 888-844-3393. We're the company that's here for you on the internet and in person.